This is the 40th Taiku. A Taiku is an unresolved question. In the Talmud, there's a tradition that all the unresolved questions will be answered when Elijah comes to herald the coming of Messiah. And since the time the Talmud was written, over a period of a few hundred years, there are 317 listed Taikus. The word Taiku in the Babylonian Talmud, because I've heard that in the Jerusalem Talmud there are no Taikus, which is not to say that there are no unresolved questions, but the word Taiku is specifically for the Babylonian Talmud. And the 40th Taiku is found in Tractate Yoma, page 47b. And what I've been noticing in this journey of recording all the Taikus is that sometimes there's many pages, many dafim that have no Taikus at all, and then, like when it rains, it pours. Like one daf will have 5 or 6 Taikus on one Amud actually. And Yoma 47b is like that. There's, I think, 4 or 5 of them, or maybe it's 4 on one and one the next. But there's quite a few concentrated in one area, and I've always wondered why that is. And sometimes you'll have dafim that have one Taiku on it, but or 2. But Yoma 47b is was the 39th, the 40th, I think will also be the 41st as well, and possibly the 42nd. Possibly, but maybe not. So, the 40th Taiku in the Babylonian Talmud is found in Tractate Yoma, page 47b, with the words Amar of Papa. Amar of Papa, it's after another Taiku that Rav Papa asked. Amar of Papa, Pshita li. It's a statement of Rav Papa where he says, Pshita li, melokumtzon kit dim kamtzi anashi, bai Rav Papa, kamat barashi etzvoisev mau. Rav Papa said, it is obvious to me that the act of his handfuls of meal offering should be performed lichatchila, means ab initio, means in the best way that he should do it, in the manner that people usually take a handful with their fingertips pointed downward. However, Rav Papa raised a dilemma. What is the halacha if he took a handful with his fingertips, meaning if he first put his palm into the vessel and filled his palm with flour by extending his fingers and drawing them in? Does this invalidate the taking of the handful or not? Milamata lamala mahu. Min hatzdadin mahu. Taiku. Furthermore, what is the halacha if he took the handful with the back of his hand, placed downward in the vessel, and with his fingers collected the flour upward into his palm? How does that work? He took his handful, the back of his hand placed downward in the vessel, and went like this. He went like that. The fingers collected upward in his palm. Lastly, he didn't go like this, he went like, put his hand like that, I'm guessing. And with his fingers collected the flour upward into his palm. Lastly, what is the halacha if he took the flour from the sides by passing the back of his hand to and fro over the flour in the vessel with his fingers spread apart? Well, like that, so that the flour collects in his palm. And there's no answer for that. And since the whole concept of the whole performance of minchas are in abeyance, or no longer practiced at this time, so really we have to wait till the Messiah comes, to if it will indeed be reinstated, which I'll just leave it at that. The Gemara states, "Let us stand unresolved." and Taiku, may it be soon in our day. Amen.